A little while ago, we covered the chaos surrounding Cole Carrion's TikTok, where he revealed that a weekend with Lilah Gibney turned into a complete nightmare. And now everything has taken a turn because Lilah is finally speaking out. She sat down on Jeff's podcast to address everything that happened. She even admitted to a situation involving Tana. And speaking of Tana, we're also going to get into what she recently said about Brooke on a podcast. A lot has been said, and we're breaking down every bit of it. So let's start with Lilah. The last time we talked about this whole surviving Lilah Gibney situation, it all began when Cole dropped that 8-minute story time explaining everything that allegedly happened during his trip to LA, where he stayed with her. From Lilah ditching him at dinner just to get paparazzi photos, to accusing him of stealing substances while knowing he was sober, and even allegedly peeing in an Uber, a restaurant booth, and at a concert. His video shocked people, grossed them out, and led to tons of others coming forward with their own surviving Lilah Gibney stories. And things escalated even more when people began accusing Lilah of SA. She said she was going offline after all these claims started flooding the internet. But not long after announcing her break, she returned with a video that viewers felt wasn't serious at all. It looked like it was meant to be an apology, but instead came across as her saying that some of the claims she was hearing about herself were lies. And with a Coldplay song playing in the background, nobody took her seriously. People said it felt like she was reading a brand deal script instead of apologizing for the behavior being exposed. Since then, she's been back to posting normally, though she says she's been in recovery since being called out. And this week, she sat with Jeff to talk about that recovery, the backlash, and the videos Cole made. She also brought up Tana. She said she's been sober from alcohol for 30 days.
If anything I've ever said or done or presented myself a certain way that I didn't give a is so not the case. And
do you have anything you want to say to those people that were making videos of you right now? Respond directly to them.
Well, first things first, I'm sorry.
No, you don't have to.
No,
do
I
that.
am. I
okay, if it's genuine, then
it doesn't make me happy. I know people see oh, she doesn't give a. That's so not the case. Whenever I meet someone, I always want to make sure that I'm presenting myself in a good way. But I think a lot of times I let myself get too carried away with the thought of making someone laugh or the thought of making something a bit and kind of getting off track of reality.
And wanted to apologize to everyone who made videos about her. Now, I honestly don't think Jeff fully understood everything that had been said about Lilah. While talking, she mentioned people who had made videos about her and how, at the end of those videos, they'd say things like, "Just kidding, I don't even know Lilah, but these stories are wild." So Jeff seemed thrown off that she wanted to apologize to people she claimed weren't even telling the truth. But later, when she brought up the guy who made a video about her, which is obviously Cole, she made it sound like he lied about the things he said. She denied ever stealing from him, even though he said she took his shoes. In his video, he said he discovered them because he was in her closet looking to borrow shoes and spotted some of his missing items. He said, "Oh my gosh, that's where my stuff went. She stole it from me." But she insisted that wasn't true, that he was making her look bad, and that she's never hurt anyone. On the podcast, she also talked about struggling with accountability.
The things, rightfully so, but there were a lot of things that I saw that I was genuinely appalled by that were not my character or the truth or the story. Even the guy who made the TikTok about me, there's so much to that story and I still haven't spoken on it because I don't know what type of brain I'm trying to describe, but I care, but not to the point where I want to keep feeding into somebody who wants me to feed them so bad. He did this whole thing about how when he left LA 5 years ago, he thought he lost some of his designer items in his move because he was his drug. That was a whole nother thing. He's since been in recovery. That's why I chose to honestly have him come stay with me in LA after 5 years of not talking because he's been sober for 14 months off his addiction. And so I was like, you know what? This will be a good influence for me. And it just the second he walked through my door, I felt the dark energy and I knew something that it clashed. He started every TikTok by saying, "I don't want to air this girl's mental illness or mental stuff out there."
Well,
but she is. She's embarrassing. She thinks she's Kim K. Just made it. It was scary to see myself in these lights because
can I just put a pause on all this shit right now because it's so stupid. All the stuff you're getting canceled for. You didn't harm anybody really.
I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, can say that I literally, physically have never harmed anybody in my life.
Yeah, you pissed on a lot of stuff.
I've made mistakes. I had health problems. I would get out of the hospital and I'd go to the club. Crazy behavior.
You were like a dog.
Literally
dogs
a dog.
Pee on everything.
She admitted she doesn't like taking responsibility and said it's something that's difficult for her. She brought up the time she hit her pen on a plane, one of the reasons Tana distanced herself from her. People online have talked about how this incident caused a major shift in their friendship and how they could have gotten into much bigger trouble. Instead of owning up to hitting her pen, Laya allegedly tried telling Tana that the airplane crew was being transphobic. She has since admitted she did hit her pen, but she talked about this entire situation with Jeff and mentioned again how she struggles to take accountability. Tana actually talked about this last year when it happened. She said she truly believed Laya when Laya insisted the crew was being transphobic and that she never hit her pen, while Brooke never bought Laya's story at all.
I don't want to take accountability, honestly, for some things that I've done, but I've had to realize, like, oh, smoke a dab pen on a plane because I was literally so blacked out and careless, and like I got out of it by talking to the Hawaiian FBI.
I've done that too. I did it with Tana. Tana had,
and I was also with her, and she was writing her lawyer's number down on my wrist like a tattoo.
Oh, because you were getting locked up?
Oh yes, they told me the FBI is gonna talk to me when I land. I said, what? I don't have any weed. I don't smoke, Jeff. I had 8 dab pens and 30 joints, and honestly, I think probably a bag of K in my carry-on Prada bag with me on the flight. Like, if they stopped me, I don't even know what I was gonna say. Like, oh, I didn't know those were in there. So you didn't
get arrested for it?
No, I landed. Respectfully, Tana aborted mission. She left. She got a separate car to the other side of the island. And one of my girlfriends.
How long ago was this?
This was New Year's going into 2024. So like a year and a half ago.
That moment is widely believed to be when Tana started pulling back from her friendship with Laya. Speaking of Tana, she recently opened up about the canceled podcast during her episode on Girl Disrupted.
I get on this plane and I'm sitting next to Lilah Gibney. She gets up and she goes to the bathroom. And she comes back from the bathroom. And suddenly our row is surrounded by every flight attendant on the plane. She is very adamant that she did not smoke and that she does not smoke. They respond back and they let her know that the authorities will be waiting for her and potentially all of us when we get off the plane.
Okay.
Lilah also on the flight convinces me that she did not smoke.
That's my favorite part of the whole story, is the way that she was even texting in the group chat, like, are you me? I never would do that. And I want to respond. Well, actually I did respond. I said, Lilah, I know you did that.
Dude, I don't know if it was like the best me, but like she convinced me. I was like, they're transphobic.
I know Lilah better than to like think that she would ever follow rules.
She hits on them. She tells them that she's a world-renowned supermodel, and they apologize to her and let her off completely free. So maybe she did never smoke, and this is all alleged.
I'm sorry, Lilah. I love you, but it's just hard to believe ever when she says that she didn't do something, because it's like, I know you better than that.
She was asked whether online comments ever affected how she saw Brooke. She said their relationship is a lot better now that they're no longer doing the canceled podcast together. But she was asked if the internet ever made her question Brooke or view her differently. She also called out Nick Viall for trying to come for her when Brooke appeared on his podcast not long ago. Nick brought up how, at the end of their podcast, the only gift Tana gave Brooke was a Shutterfly photo book, which he shaded, even though Brooke openly said she didn't get Tana anything, and she thought the gift was sweet.
It was definitely a fucking emotional roller coaster. Yeah. And like there were times where the outside sources and the podcasting and the running the business together and stuff definitely won, and
it's a lot.
It took a toll on us, but I'm like just so proud that
it was
you know
so
what
successful.
I mean?
Yeah.
And that we
that together and you're still friends. Like
against
amazing.
all odds.
Yeah.
I think there was definitely a point in time where you could have told either one of us, like, hey, you guys are gonna end this and love each other so much, and we would have been like, no, we're not. Like, I think it's like one of those things where it's like, if you're convinced someone it doesn't like you, or they're mad at you, or you're convinced that someone like likes you, loves you, whatever, like they could say 8 nice things and then look at you the wrong way one time, and like it's feeding your confirmation bias, and like the internet can definitely do that to you. You know what I mean? Like those Reddit threads and all of those things can like create this confirmation bias that you can easily fall victim to and stuff. But like, I don't know. It was just so much more layered than that, right? Yeah. It's like, I'm sure those people are still writing threads like right now about us. And it's like, like they're still not done.
But the fact that Nick even brought that up blew Tana's mind. She talked about it on this podcast.
The Shutterfly gift?
Oh.
Yeah. Some people thought it was like not enough. It was like a parting gift. Almost.
Really? I didn't get her a gift at all.
Okay. There you go.
I think that was like a really nice gift. Cute.
Okay.
I didn't know we were doing
Apparently the
gifts.
internet had opinions about.
Saying it's wild that even now, after everything is over, someone still finds a way to stir the pot between her and Brooke.
Brooke went on Nick Viall's podcast.
I watched that.
And I saw this clip though, and he was like, are you angry that all she got you in the end was a Shutterfly photo book? And I was like,
what?
I said that? Oh my God, I love Nick, but that's insane. I was like,
I feel like
you guys built each other. Like, you guys, like, both helped each other a lot.
Was I supposed to bring her a solid gold brick and like knights and like
It was all of our memories. It was photos of every show, and it was to symbolize everything we went through over the years. And like, we've also gotten each other a million like gifts, and like, it's just not like that. And it's so funny that even like in the end when it's over, someone's gonna like try to, you know what I mean?
So that's what Tana has said recently about the canceled podcast ending, and what Lilah has said about her recent cancellation and her response to Cole. I really want to know what you guys think about all of this. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I love you all so much, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.